played his final game in a Giants uniform this past Sunday when the G-men beat the Redskins to finish at 3-13 on the year. Manning says he wants to return in 2018, but with New York holding the second pick in the 2018 draft and expected to take a QB, Eli could find himself in a mentor role if he does stay with Big Blue.
I've always been a good teammate, and whoever's whatever quarterbacks are in there, I think you're always talking football. I don't know. I don't think you're ever specifically a mentor. Hey, you got a job to play quarterback and get ready, but I think you're always helping the other guys and learning from the other guys in the room, and it goes to say they help me, I would help them.
Eli has also said that he welcomes the competition, but let's not forget the New Year's resolution that our Nate Burleson had for Eli Manning. That would be to find new love on plentyofqbs.com, which is supposedly right up there with farmersonly.com.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I not right, Nate?
Allegedly.
You're right. Exactly. I'm not logged on. A friend of a friend told me.
Yeah.
Farmers only.
There you go.
Thanks so much.
friend of a friend.
We'll talk to you in a little bit. Lots of news going on around the league. But as we are saying goodbye to 2017, we somehow have to say goodbye to the fantasy season that was. A lot of ups, lots of downs, a lot of sleepers, a lot of busts. And we're going to do it as only Good Morning Football could. I'm going to give out awards, and you guys are going to help me, even though you don't even know what the awards are or who the nominees are. We're going to make it up as we go along here. These are the Good Morning Football Fantasy Awards. I'm calling it a fantasy pop quiz using pop culture to come up with the actual award category. So I'm going to ask you guys to share on whiteboards who you think the winners should be. Up first, it's the Total Eclipse Award. What do I mean by that? Well, the biggest day this year, August 21st. I can't even look at it, Kay. Everybody's talking about the eclipse. Everybody's trying to buy the glasses. Everybody around the world is doing this. Twitter blows up, right, Kyle?
Oh, yeah. I looked right at the sun, too. Screw it. No glasses, just look. Come on, bring it. Bring it. And I'm 2015.
So what the Total Eclipse Award is, that one moment in the fantasy season that you could not take your eyes off of, the one that everybody was talking about, Lucy in accounting at the water cooler in the morning.
Sure.
Everybody's talking about this one fantasy performance, whether good or bad. Who do you guys think should get the Total Eclipse Award?
All right.
Well, Bonnie Tyler Award.
Bonnie Tyler on the boat, by the way. When you're hot, you're hot. She had a week. That was a weird year,
She shot her
2017. And she hit it.
Yeah, she hit it hard.
All right, here we go.
So the best performance of the year, as far as fantasy is concerned, or just the standout performance, that one Total Eclipse day, everybody's talking about it.
I'll do it first.
What do you got?
Pittsburgh had all these guys, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. Then Saxonville came to town. I had the Jaguars defense. They put up 28 points with 5 interceptions in Pittsburgh. Saxonville, I go with you. If you had that defense starting that week, hello, you won.
Big Ben threw 5 picks.
5 picks.
If you started Big Ben, woof.
5 picks.
I'm going with TG MVP. Todd Gurley had a game where he had 22 carries, 118, and then he had 10 receptions.
Guy, BG MVP.
Those are cute answers, guys, but the winner for the Total Eclipse Award of the 2017 fantasy season is the forgotten Deshaun Watson. It was week 5. It was a huge game. It was Sunday Night Football for the rookie against the then. Remember how crazy good the Chiefs were to start the season. The then undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. He threw 5 touchdowns, 261 passing yards, 31 rushing yards. That equals a whopping 35.54 fantasy points. That is the 6th highest scoring game of the season on national TV. Texans lost, but I think Watson that week sold the show.
Deshaun Watson.
Remember we were on set outside of MetLife Stadium when we found out that he got hurt? It was horrible.
Devastating.
And what a year it's been. 2018, not as many injuries. That was terrible.
We were falling in love with him, and then we were only falling apart.
Hey!
Moving on. All right, let's go.
Turn around.
This is called the Moonlight Envelope Award. What do I mean by that? We remember 2017. Warren Beatty gets up on stage. Who was he with? Presenting with?
He was presenting with
Belongs to Moonlight. So this award is for the biggest snafu of the season. one that left you going like, huh? What just happened here? How could this possibly happen? Mind blown emojis. What do you guys got here? Biggest snafu of the season.
I loved I'm going with Jay Cutler. And, you know, I thought that he was going to have an amazing season with the talent that he had. They started the season with a running back we all fell in love with, which is Jay Ajayi. He gets shipped off to Philadelphia. Wide receivers were all there. Kenny Stills, friend of the show. Landry, one of my favorite wide receivers. But they didn't do what they needed to do, and he was bottom 5 in the NFL and total yards, so I'm going with Jay Cutler.
I love the producer for La La Land, Jordan Horowitz, who's like, this is not a joke. It says Moonlight, right? It's not. We're not making a gag
It's
here.
Moonlight.
Very odd, and for the best, because look what happened to Kamara and Ingram.
Seems like
Great, weird moment in 2017.
You know, 2017, everyone talked in emojis. I would give this emoji the shrug.
Okay.
Terrell Pryor in his Washington Redskins season. People drafted him in the 2nd and 3rd round in fantasy. He had 1 touchdown and 240 yards on the entire season. Was inactive for many of those games. Terrell Pryor, Redskins. Talk about not New Jersey. We'll see you sometime in the future.
Appreciate your nominations.
Okay, I drafted on the turn in our fantasy league. I got 2 picks in a row, and I remember I go, give me Amari Cooper and Terrell Pryor. Yeah, now what's up? Now what's up? And I did not win.
The winner of the Moonlight envelope, the biggest snafu award, is drafting wide receiver ones early. The wide receiver class, if you took them early, they were a bust. Look at their overall rank on draft day, guys, on the preseason rankings, according to NFL.com, and then look where they finished. I mean, Odell Beckham Jr. was hurt, but Mike Evans, dismal, outside the top 40 at receiver. A.J. Green, barely inside the top 25. Antonio Brown, even 8th. All the running backs, your girlies, they all outscored even Antonio Brown. So I think it's going to, as it always does, and I know how Peter hates it, the pendulum's going to swing back.
Cycle.
Everybody's going to take running backs, and all the wide receivers are going to go off, and that's what happens. All right, moving on to the biggest surprise of the NFL fantasy season in 2017. I call this the Laura Dern and Baron Davis Award.
Oh, that's right. Love finds a way.
This was a little bit of a surprise to me.
Hoop dreams.
I think to everybody. So if you guys could share with me the biggest surprise, good or bad,
Your heart.
I think it's good, of the fantasy season. What do you guys got?
Love and basketball right there, baby.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to go with...
All right, I got one already. This guy shares his name with my favorite hairband. How about this? Nelson Aguilar of the Eagles put together a really nice season after last year. In the case of the drops, he was unreliable. Remember, he did the crazy plunge back into the end zone? That was so cool. One of the greatest moments. Nelson